You're missing people.
Could go forward, you know, and I again, I do not want to be going on. There are other people that you guys are naming. A lot of those people are also on the list, but I just don't want to name everybody, right? And that's it. That's just the first 5 that come to mind. And so anyway, the point that I'm making about this is that
wait, my internet died? No, my internet didn't die. My OBS didn't even die. Oh. Where did you guys lose me? Hold on, sorry, I don't want to fuck this up. I'll go back. 1 second. Did it restart the VOD? Aw, man, did it actually? No, my OBS said I didn't drop frames. I'm still at 2 hours and 28 minutes. Is this still going? Oh my god, dude. That's so weird. I got permanent banned in Iron Mouse's chat and called a cunt by one of her mods for saying Hasanabi was gross. That's it, just gross. A year ago, today I feel vindicated. I am not... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna wait a little bit for my internet to stabilize or whatever. Just to preface, I'm not trying to shame you or be mean to you. I saw this first time chat. I'm not shaming you. I'm not trying to be mean. Iron Mouse is not a political streamer. She's a huge streamer who's been around for a really long time. The mods calling you a cunt was retarded, but I also think you're in the wrong for bringing that up, okay? There's a time and a place to talk about that kind of thing. Even I, to a certain extent, will time people out for being too vitriolic towards Hassan. I don't want that. It also sets the precedent, like everybody has to also talk about it. Like, I'm just saying. How long has she been around? Dude, she's been streaming for like 7 or 8 years? Maybe even longer than that. But I wouldn't ban you. I'd probably time you out for being an asshole, but Iron Mouse isn't like involved in politics. Just enjoy her content. If she collabs with someone you don't like, just stop watching for that collab. It's not a nice thing to do, even if you truly think that. I'm sure there's a lot of people who actually unironically watch a lot of Iron Mouse in my stream, but they wouldn't dare to bring up and be like, oh my god, Hassan is a gross rat, like, in her stream. Even if it's like him on the screen. It's not the right thing to do. I think you should have done better, in my personal opinion. But I also think that her mods shouldn't have called you a cunt after banning you or whatever. That's retarded, but just saying. Or just trying to collab stream on shit on the other person, just don't watch it, don't be cringe. Yeah, I mean, the best way to honestly, if you truly say Iron Mouse collabed, or okay, let's say a big streamer collabed with Hassan, a VTuber, no names here. If that happened, do not go into the stream and start being negative, because you're just going to make it worse. Just don't show up to the stream, lower the viewer count, and show that people don't like watching this person that you're collabing with. That's honestly the best way to perform as a viewer. If your viewers go down when someone is on the screen, that means that your audience really doesn't like this person. I think that's a valid thing to do. I think that's absolutely what you should do. Shitting on someone and calling them a stupid, gross bitch, you know, I think you're just gonna get banned and then you're gonna get upset. Okay, since we're having ads too. God damn it, my fucking stream restarted and I got fucking ads. Are you fucking serious? It's funny because my fucking OBS is at 2 hours and 30 minutes. Like, it didn't die. How bizarre is that? Yeah, we're just gonna wait for ads. I feel like it would be out of pocket just bring them for no good reason. If you're streaming them, just leave them alone, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. We completely restarted. I think it's Twitch, because my OBS didn't die and my stream is fine. Let me actually look it up. I was in the middle of watching the video, and then my mods is like, one of my mods is like, did your internet die? And I'm like, no. And then I look at my OBS and it's fine, so I don't know. Sorry about that. Yeah. Maybe Twitch doesn't want me to talk about anything. What is it called? Inspector. Let me check the inspector. Did something happen with my stream? Inspector. Login. Huh. Interesting. I don't know, something happened, I guess. It's fine now. How weird. Weird, weird. Weird, weird. Alright. Are we good? So I'm Valkyrie, a couple since 2+ years. I don't talk about it on stream, but in LA, everybody knows. I don't know, but I believe the rumors. I'm more inclined to believe the rumors, and it also backs up her behavior on apologizing, because her audience is very, very likely to not like Asmongold, to the extent where Asmongold wanted to help her and her audience got mad at him for it. Like, that's just like, that reams me the fuck out, man. Oh my lord, dude. I could never. If someone comes to me, like, I don't know. It doesn't matter who would come to me, for God's sake. Are you a fan of Mouse, Alana? I don't buy her merch, and like, you know, I watch her streams sometimes, but I'm not like a Giga fan. Yeah, I like Mouse. She's cool. She's one of the founding mothers of VTubing, independent VTubing. Yeah. Can you imagine the sheer bitching Hassan did to her after learning about what she did? I'm not gonna lie. I think one of my old mods said this very funnily enough. They said that Asmongold and Hassan very likely don't actually hate each other that much behind streamer like doors. They farm each other for content. I actually don't think he bitched her out. It was the audience that is extremely parasocial towards Valkyrie. I don't think that he would have bitched her out. I genuinely don't think so. Maybe he did. I don't know. I'm not omniscient. I'm not God. I can't just fucking laser beam into Hassan's like life and like figure everything out. I don't know. It could be. You might be right, but I don't know. Hassan and Aswin and his father passed, so they definitely don't hate each other. I mean, they probably dislike each other, but I wouldn't say hate. I don't know. Hard to say. I'm not that parasocial. I don't really think about it too hard. Anyway! Sorry about that. Where did my video cut off? I guess I'll go back, like, I don't know, like, 30 seconds. I apologize. That was super cringe. Yo! Nico! Thank you for the 1100 biddies. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you! You're so kind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Dude, you're awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think that's what is just fine. I'm not sure about Hassan, just my opinion. I don't know. I'm not omniscient. I always try to be as reasonable as possible. That's 11K. I misspoke, man. I know. I know it's a lot. I misspoke. I apologize. My brain's not good with numbers. I really appreciate it. Thank you, though. 11K, not 1100. It's the thought that counts, okay? Anyway. This is gonna be a pain for me to edit later. Holy fuck, I'm so pissed. I'm actually more pissed that I have to edit this later and like figure out where the starting and stopping points are. Yo, Nico with 11K! Holy! What the fuck? Dude, I'm gonna fucking die, man! Chill! Dude! Actually, what the frick What's wrong with you? Thank you. He alone got to level 7. Thank you, man. Hold on, I gotta close the window. The sun's in my eyes. Ah! The sun's in my eyes. Thank you so much. You guys are very generous. Another 11K? What? Oh my god, man! 33! Oh my god, bro! Dude, this guy's a freaking oiler up in this bitch. Dude, thank you. I really appreciate it. Sure, another third dono just hit the fox. Dude, shut up. Shut up! I don't have any more buildings left. Leave me alone! You guys are so generous. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, man. Ah. You are crazy for that. Actually, it's 34.5. Shut up! You stink. You're not allowed to say that. I don't do math. I'm really bad at math. Yo, Evil Killer B! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it. Evil Killer Death B? Hell yeah. I need to pee though, fuck. Now I need to pee! And we're not even... Dude, we got another 13 minutes of this video. Fuck, man. Jet fuel can't melt Alana's tummy fat. Why are you guys like this? I'm not fat, I'm big boned. Ah! Yo, Brado! Oh my god, thank you for the 10 gifted! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Thank you, you guys. Stop! Go piss? No, it's rude. Dulce! No, I'm just big boned. I've got a giant forehead. Shut up. Thank you, Sana, for the 19 months at tier 3. I appreciate it. It's rude. Time to make her explode. This one time you guys did make me sit and because I didn't want to leave in like AFK hype. I didn't want to AFK hype train, and I sat until my kidneys started hurting. It was one time, but still, I felt like it was really rude. It's kind of like leaving a video on while you're like reacting. I didn't want people to just be like throwing money at the wall and I'm not even there to thank them for it, you know? I thought it was rude. Yo, Timmy, thank you for the 5. Thank you so much. They made you sit for like an hour? Yes, like I'm not even kidding. I'm not saying this for like, oh, Alana's just saying this because it's funny. Like I actually, my fucking kidneys hurt. You thank them and then you get back? But, I mean, true. True. If I throw coins at you, Alan, will it bounce off your big tummy? Yes, and my tail. He's right, your fucking forehead is ginormous. It's literally parking garage. Man! Would you shut up? I'll turn on the fucking... the donos, why not? You're a man, just grab a bottle. God damn it, man. That's not true! My money don't jiggle. It folds. I'm on a bingle. Bit boom. Bit boom. You could rent out ad space on that forehead. Yo, don't give them ideas. I would sell it for a Big Mac. For sure. Are you kidding me? Hell yeah. Essaying. I'm always essaying, chat. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Men are not objects of sex. I disagree.
How do you feel about the YouTube player being redesigned in your honor?
Oh,
Everything
I
is
fucking
round
hate
now.
it. Actually, dude, look at this. Dude, I hate it so much. Actually. Dude, it's so annoying. Look at this thing.
Are
It's
women
all
cringe?
rounded
Yes.
out and like
Based on the woman
smooth and
makes you gagey.
look at it. And the symbols look different. I hate it, man. This is the epitome of like, what is it called? Like, you know when you have a team that's based around designing, why fix something that's not broken kind of deal?
Ever have a Big Mac smoothie? You put the Big Mac and the Coke in the blender.
No, I'm not stupid. I would never do that. Looks like a mobile UI. Dude, mobile UIs are better than this, man. I hate it. It literally updated this morning, I think, while I was watching a
appreciate that
video.
It doesn't have the gradient fade to black anymore.
Yeah, but like
People
everything
happy.
else is so ass. Why didn't you just why didn't you just keep it this and then like have, I don't know, like just why did you change the design? Yeah, they need to keep their jobs, so they keep fucking up the good UI. Exactly. It's very common in like big corporations. Yo, Sir Whipsy! Thank you for the 10! Yo, Vesta! Thank you for the 5! King! Thank you for the 5! Thank you so much! Rezlon, thank you for the gift of sub! I appreciate it! Time to download another extension to change the looks? True.
Are
It's
women
crazy,
cringe?
man.
Yes. Being on the woman makes you gagey.
Reasons X-Ray gifted a tier 1 sub to Stiol.
Blah,
They have
blah,
given
blah, blah.
2 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you.
Big piss. Massive piss.
Are you gonna play the final sentence demo?
I don't even know what that is, but sure, in an hour. Hello, so thank you for that 1 year!
I disagree.
Chrono King with a 5! Thank you so much! What keyboard do you have? The
The new YouTube design is consistent with
YZ98.
their Pixel phone UI design. I like it
I
since
hate
I
that.
use a Pixel so it matches.
I hate that shit, dude.
Smugglana wave, Smugglana wave, Smugglana wave.
Yup, 6, thank you for the 3 months. Yeah, I have a really nice keyboard. I really like mine. It has cool keycaps too. You have to get keycaps for it to sound good. Yeah. It's a typing game, a fun one that immediately reminded me of you. What is it called? Final Sentence? Final Sentence Steam game. Battle Royale typing game. What the hell? Have to pay respects? Wait, so if you type wrong, you die? Wait, that's so hardcore. What the fuck? Planned release date Q4 2025. I prefer not playing demos. I don't know. I think playing demos can be really cringe because like the game's not finished yet. Yeah, maybe one day.
I disagree.
Yo, Markham, thank you the 5. Thank you so much. And Aloso, thank you the 5 gifted as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's like typing on the
Hype
dead, you
training,
die.
huh? I guess I am overdue some smug tax.
There's
Thanks
such
for
thing
streaming,
as
Ellen.
Men are not objects of sex. I disagree.
Alana is actually kept in a lab and studied by mathematicians because she is a mathematically perfect sphere, defying all laws of biology and physics.
I hate you so much. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Why can't you come up with more insults other than me being round and fat? Bruh.
What do you mean? We all know Smugistan requires our taxes to keep going.
No, it doesn't. Even if I got no taxes, I would still stream. I'm not going to die. Round like that forehead. My forehead isn't round! Nah!
That's not fair. We also make fun of you for being bald.
I'm not fucking bald. Not freaking bald!
Do not the smug fox woman!
Didn't get fired after sending my boss the live picture of Alana saying fucking piece of shit, let's go.
Wait, you're that guy? Well, congrats, you kept your job.
So apparently Wendy's chicken tenders are back. Have you tried it yet? I'm gonna get some tomorrow.
I don't really like Wendy's in my town, it sucks. My Wendy's in my town
On the
blows.
fluffy scale, are you a damn or a hell no?
A damn. For sure. I don't know, I don't go to Wendy's often. Yeah, it's just my Wendy's in my town
Is
blows.
the shape of Earth, therefore you are the size of the Earth, and like the Earth holding is a sign of smuggling someone.
How about you smuggle this dick in your mouth? We talking about smug bald again? Fuck you, I'm not bald! Bitch ass! Alana is a tree, you're built like a football. What the fuck? That actually threw me off. Built like a football? No! What kind of football are we talking here? The egg one or the round one? I don't know. Finding you're hairy? I'm not. I shave my pits and I shave my legs. Leave me alone. I'm not that bad. No, I will stand up for myself. I am not hairy, okay? Fuck you. Boo. What do you mean? Being hairy sucks. Nah, if you're a man and you're hairy, it's fine. But like, if you're a girl, it's weird. For me. If you don't want to shave your stuff, that's fine. I don't judge. It's up to preference. If you like a woman that's fucking hairy everywhere, that's fine too. You can have what you want.
Do not the smug fox woman!
Never shave pits. I don't know. I shave pits because it's like you're more stinky. Pedo enabled if you shave, or so Reddit tells me. I don't know, man. I think it's a preference thing. Maybe I was conditioned as a kid.
TMI.
Why is it TMI? I'm allowed to say things like that. It's my stream. Go fuck yourself. I remember why I started shaving my legs. I remember when I was like 12, I went to my gym class and all the girls were saying how gross and hairy my legs were. And then that day I went to my mom and I said, I want to shave my legs, and my mom was really, really upset with me. She's like, no, you're too young to be shaving your legs. And then she let me borrow her razor and taught me how to shave my legs. Yeah, I got bullied. So maybe I was truly conditioned. I don't know. I don't judge other women. If you don't have, if you have not shaved legs, I get it. Sometimes it's cringe. Men are not objects of sex. I disagree.
Alana, we don't only talk about you being fat. We talk about you being a man.
Oh, shut up.
Hairy, smelly,
Shut up.
bald,
Some person talk
gay,
about shaving is so
and
PDF
a
people
fat
can get
kisser.
off and it's
I
unhygienic
can
on
smell
Twitter.
you from
I think
here,
it's
you-
retarded either way. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's just a preference thing. If you want someone to be shaved or not, I'm not even talking about like your, your nether regions. It's a preference thing. I don't think it's got anything to do with hygiene. We've had hair on our bodies like for thousands of years, okay? I'm gonna go pee though. I really need to go. Thank God she dono-walled it. Hey, you said dono-walled. Now I want to know what you said. It's fine. It's fine.
As a man, I was shamed for having blonde and barely any leg hair. I
Aww.
used to get accused of shaving.
Oh, that's so mean. I am so envious of men that don't have massive leg hair. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Anyway, you guys are fucking distracting me. I'll be right back. I'll be really quick, and then we can finish the video. I'll probably run ads. No, I won't run ads. I won't, because we just ran them like fucking 15 minutes ago. Fuck. Anyway, I'll be right back, okay? Please take care of yourself. I gotta go pee. Don't do anything I would do.
If you say you're a swimmer, you can shave all your hair.
Oh, Metapod. Oh, Metapod, use Harden. Metapod, Harden. Oh, yeah, Metapod, you're so hard. Metapod Harden. Oh, he's so hard. Look at those two hard throbbing Metapods. They're so strong and hard. Wow. Why are you so good at this?
My language, man. What's up with me?
Redacted is a fun word to say, like slur word redacted.
Yo, I'm back. Sorry about that. What? Alright, we're ready. Alright, we can finally carry on with the video. Goodness. That took a little bit, huh?
About the hair shaving, you know the fun begins when the hair starts to regrow and is ingrown into the skin, especially if it's on the back and you don't see it.
I don't really have issues with ingrown hair. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, maybe I'm just used to it. Because I've been shaving since I was pretty much 13. Yeah, I got bullied into it, and then I realized, like, oh, maybe I should have done it. I don't get them super often. I do get them, don't get me wrong, but anyway. Let's do it! Sorry about that, we got super interrupted. My stream restarted, and then anyway, I'll just keep going. Sorry about that. Okay, 3, 2, 1, boom.
McConnell, Train, I would say also maybe XQC, right? Like, these are people I've been friends with for like fucking 8, 9 years. Like, yes, we've had, you know, rough roads over the years, but overall, these are my friends, right? And I could go forward, you know, with, and I do not want to be going on. There are other people that you guys are naming. A lot of those people are also on the list, but I just don't want to name everybody, right? And that's it.
Valid.
That's just the first 5 that come to mind. And so, anyway, the point that I'm making about this is that I'm not friends with a lot of streamers at all. I recognize that this is a business relationship, and I might be friendly with them privately, but I understand that whenever they have to behave in a professional manner, they have to act in a certain way.
A lot of VTubers need to understand that. A lot of VTubers. This is a big point that a lot of people, streamers and viewers, just don't understand. Even I do this. Like, I'm not gonna name names, obviously, but I will say I have DMs with a lot of VTubers. Like, I talk to a lot of people. I am very friendly with quite a few VTubers that I really like and I think are great, but I would never, ever, ever in a million years tell the public that I talk to those VTubers. And I definitely would never ask a collab from them. I'm not talking about Fillion. Like, it's public that, you know, me and Fillion talk about collabs and whatnot. Like, that's fine. I'm talking about like people outside of that. The truth of the matter is that my content is controversial. Even if we generally stay away from politics, I still have public thoughts and opinions, and that means I have a large amount of people that absolutely hate me no matter what I fucking do or say. As you can obviously see, when my name gets brought up on any Reddit post, like, it's just how it is. You gotta live with it. It doesn't matter. I would never ever want people that I like, that I talk to ever have to suffer or get harassed because it was discovered that they associate with me in DMs. Or that we're friendly in DMs, you know? That's just the way it is. Like, and everybody values this differently. Obviously, I do collabs with some VTubers, not super duper often. It's very selective, and that's great. But I'm not gonna judge the people that don't want to. They're just making the best decision for their career. That's why I think, like, when people say, oh, Alana, would you collab with this person? I'm like, well, it's not up to me, it's up to them. It's ultimately not up to me. If you like me but you don't want to, I'm not gonna hold it against you. I still like you. We're cool, man. We're cool. And I think that's how Asmon deals with it, and that's why Asmon doesn't collab with anybody pretty much. He never talks to anyone, pretty much.
That's life. And I get that, and I don't go looking for it's like looking for friends as a streamer with other streamers is pretty much the same thing as going to a strip club looking for a wife. I actually had a friend that did that. It ended up getting him in jail. And no, he doesn't have
Holy shit. What? Again, it's not impossible. I like to think I have a few close friends that I've met that are VTubers. But there's definitely like an extra layer of difficulty. Because you have to cut through all the bullshit. Like, does this person actually want to be my friend? Are they using me for clout? Do we have the same opinions on certain topics? If we don't, will they speak out against me? If they speak out against me, is it to protect their career or because they actually don't like me? There's just so much bullshit. And of course, as Kirshi has said, everyone in VTubing and streaming is fake. Tectone has said this too. He said 99.9% of streamers are fake. There's exceptions to the rule, of course, but most of them are. The question is it a personality trait or is it a requirement of being a streamer? It's very hard for streamers who talk to each other to cut through all the walls and barriers they've put up. Because if you're actually honest about something to someone, what if they use it against you to ruin your career? Again, that's just how it is.
Custody of the kid.
And that's valid.
So, yeah, bad idea, by the way. Bad idea, and you shouldn't do that. She hits him on the head with a glass. The police show up. Ooh. Guess who's sitting in the back of the cop car?
Ooh.
That's right. Yeah. Now, I was going to say the name,
stripper
but I'm not going to
wife.
say the name. Being friends with, yes, being friendly with is another thing. Exactly. And that's all there is to it. Trump said, if you want friends in Washington, buy a dog. Yes, and so anyway, there are a lot of very toxic
so
cliques
true,
with streaming, and they will defend each other regardless of what the facts are, regardless of anything, because they are friends, and they're just going to defend each other for that reason. A lot of these people, I think that for many of the, and I don't want to say everybody, right? But I think that for many of these people, a lot of the social causes that they say that they support, etc. These are social accessories that they use to boost their image. Many of these people will never express a viewpoint or an opinion without waiting for, the mass consensus opinion or viewpoint, and then at that point they might say something, and they might not even then. And the fact is
Ludwig
that, again,
you
can't look at these people as
Someone
like an
said
authentic
Ludwig? Yeah, that's
individual.
immediately
You
what I
have to
said,
see them
too.
as a brand or
Absolutely.
a personality on the internet. It's
But
like,
you know what happens if he goes against the grain? His audience fucking shits all over him. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, think about it.
like looking at Johnny
Yeah.
Bravo or looking at Courage the Cowardly Dog. I think Courage the Cowardly Dog in a lot of cases is more accurate. And you know, in some cases, actually, especially, should I make a sexual harassment Johnny Bravo joke? I guess I will. Johnny Bravo's been pretty accurate too recently, hasn't it? So anyway, and it's more accurate than you might imagine even.
Man.
So yeah, actually, those are, it's funny now that I think about it. Those are really two great examples. They most of the time fall under one of those two, isn't it?
True.
Man, what are the odds? And so anyway,
Whoa,
yeah,
mama.
courage, exactly. And so that's the reason, and that's the way that I feel about this stuff. You know,
Johnny
again,
Bravo's really
I'll
funny,
look and I'll
though.
see if there's any more information about it on like LSF. But that's generally what I think, and you know, it's just that's the way that that's the way the internet is, and there's no reason really to get upset about it or anything else. So yeah, it feels less and less every day. The dog thing is actually shattering the ranks. Well, I mean, I think that what happens is that. So this is the problem, and this is the issue that I think the dog thing creates for a lot of the, you know, quote, safe space streamers, right?
Ooh.
Is that a lot of the safe space streamers, their personality on stream is a performance. This isn't really how they act in real life. They do.
To an extent, Chad, if you have a 9-to-5 job, that is also a performance. Even if you say slurs in your head in your pastime and you play Call of Duty and you say naughty things, that's not how you act at your job. It is, well, that must be really nice because if I said something naughty to my coworkers, you'd get fired and then I have to eat rice and chicken until I find a new job. So I don't know. That must be really nice for you.
Have opinions on things, but they pretend to be a very, very narrow version of themselves in order to make themselves more appealing for, let's say, brand deals, or make themselves more appealing for a certain type of audience, right? This is very, very common. And this is what, and that's fine, by the way, you too. I mean, I'm not doing a good job of it if I'm trying to do that, but that's the reason why people do it. And so, like, with the dog thing that happens is it puts them in a very bad position because basically they have to either side with people who they have to position themselves against, people like me, for example, and even not even like me. I've reserved judgment with this for pretty much the entire time. I find it to be ironic that people get very mad at me.
I have too, and I still get a little bit of shit for it, and I'm like, I just wanted more evidence, man. We have evidence out the wazoo now. Definitely a pattern.
The only thing that I've really done for sure is laugh at a lot of the memes because they're fucking funny.
They are
but
funny.
Other than
They're
that,
really
I haven't really
funny.
been super opinionated about it, right?
So good.
And if you look at Kai, yeah, Kai's a great example. Kai never talks about any drama. Kai never gets involved with any issues. Speed is the same way. And nobody hates them. Well, people do, but nobody really gets super angry at them. There aren't like a lot of like big like groups of people that are like constantly trying to like, you know, have a hate mob about them. They just never talk about it, right? They just never get involved with it or talk about it or anything like that. And so Kai definitely gets into drama. I mean, not really though, right? I mean, like not what I'm talking about. So yeah. So you're saying they're just in it for the money? Well, of course people stream for money. Like, there's nothing wrong with streaming for money. Why do you think it's bad that somebody is just in it for the money? Like, I don't even understand. So do you think that everybody that's streaming on a regular basis, that's sitting in front of the computer all the time, they're doing it just because they love it? Yeah, I think a lot of people do like doing it, but they also are doing it for a job. The thing is that most people are not, like, if you go back and you look at videos of me whenever I was in high school. There are videos of me when I was in high school. I was a little kid, and I was doing, like, really, if you look back at me at 15 years old, I have really not changed. I really haven't. And it doesn't, like, yeah, that's...
The only thing that's changed is you stop playing WoW.
The way it is. And naive chatter, exactly. And yeah, I've been the same the whole time. What about you? Yeah, I mean, but I mean, there are people that are like that, but it is the minority. And also, just because somebody doesn't want to, you know, broadcast their political opinions at their job, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're just doing it for the money. It means that there's a time and place for everything, and they might not be comfortable talking about that stuff. Like, a good example of this, even with me, is the recent government shutdown. Like, whenever the government shutdown started happening, I wasn't streaming at that time, and I was just simply sitting around jerking off and playing video games all day. So if you want the honest truth, I don't really know why the government government shutdown. I didn't pay attention to it because I didn't really care. I wasn't looking into it at all. And so really why...
And I think that most people just want like news coverage all the time from one person, and they don't get that maybe they just don't have an opinion on it. Like, I've had people get annoyed with me for like not talking about, I don't know, I can't name anything off the top of my head, but it's like, Alana, you should talk about this. I'm like, I don't want to. Like, sorry. I'm not obligated to talk about every single little thing that happens.
Why would I even... So, but I never came on. I didn't talk about it. I was like, yeah, I don't know, guys. It seems pretty crazy, right? And, yeah, I don't know if it's Democrats or Republicans' fault. It's probably both their fault to an extent, but, you know, who knows?
It's probably
And
both.
so that's it. Money is the goal. Staying true to self isn't. Exactly. Yeah, it is. And, what if Pokemon did decide to postpone it, but the backlash from a Sans fan made so she made the staff take the blame? That's a big accusation. I wouldn't say that about her. That's pretty unfair. You know, like again,
it could be, but we don't know.
Maybe that's what happened, but I wouldn't say that. That's a very big accusation. So yeah, that's about it. And anyway, that's the way that I feel about it. That's where, you know,
what's that's about it counter. I think that's number one.
Things have been for me, and yeah, I think that again, a lot of people hold streamers to extremely high standards, and it's very unhealthy. I think that people are extremely parasocial in a lot of regards. They want streamers to have all the same opinions that they have, reinforce all of their beliefs and all of their feelings. I think that this is an unhealthy desire.
I've disagreed with Asmin on culture war takes. I know it's gonna sound really surprising. I've disagreed with Tectone and his dog shit takes sometimes too, and that's completely fine. I still like Tectone. I don't know. It's just like I can't imagine living my life watching a streamer and then just expecting everything that comes out of their mouth to be agreeable. You wouldn't agree with every single thing that like a significant other or like your parents fucking say. Like, I've disagreed with my parents and I've lived with them my whole fucking life, man.
And while everybody is free to feel and do what they want to do and
sometimes.
feel, I also think that it's something that very obviously is not something that is it's not healthy, right? It's very obviously not healthy. And so that's really about it. And I don't think anybody should do that. And she could have uploaded the episode literally now, but she's not because it was her decision or with the agreement. So you think that because she didn't upload the episode, then it means that she's throwing them under the bus and she actually made the decision? That is, I mean, like, to be fair, that is good logic.
It could be.
Like,
we don't know.
I mean, I'm not saying that that's...
People always work on the basis of, like, assumptions. Unless there's evidence, like, I don't know, like a DM leak or something. Even then, I would still be skeptical because you can fake that kind of shit. I wouldn't take that at face value. We don't know.
Logic for that tracks.
Because you know who works on assumptions? People who are fucking schizos that are terminally online and make retarded assumptions with zero evidence.
It does. Like it or hate it, cry or get mad or anything else, it's still true. Yeah, absolutely. And so she's shifting blame to her staff. Yeah, maybe, but it's very likely, but not definite. I would never say she did that, though. I mean, if fans want to say that or viewers want to say that, that's fine. But, you know, as a streamer, I wouldn't feel comfortable pushing that type of a message unless I was certain of it, which
slander.
I'm not.
It's
but I am certain
slander.
to say that that is logically, you know, sound. It's logically sound thinking.
If someone said that about me with utmost certainty, that's slander, and you guys would get mad. Like, I know hardly anyone here likes Pokemon, but we don't know. We're ass-zoomer.
Yeah,
we're
definitely.
ass-zoomers.
But anyway, that's about it. But Vindication, these streamers are out of touch. It's crazy. Hopefully more and more communities be aware of this. Well, I think that more and more communities, and what I found to be very interesting is even with the Valkyrie thing.
It's libel? Okay, thank you.
A lot of people here were even, like, they were even kind of on my side about this, right? I mean, I thought this was kind of interesting, right? That never happens. It basically never happens. So, yeah. It's actually good strategy, playing the staff. Isn't naming anyone personally. Yeah, I mean, let's see. That non-binary exists. You want to be male or female? Yeah, I mean, Nurgle's acolyte has spoken. All hail Nurgle and his wisdom. I don't get why people obsess over gender identity, because people want everybody to acknowledge it. That's the reason why.
Because people aren't interesting sometimes, and they really want to cling on to an identity instead of a hobby or things that they like. I've met people who make their entire sexuality like their personality, and it's very, very annoying to talk to them because the conversation always circles back around to like, oh, well, you know, I have sex with men. It's like, I think that's annoying no matter what it is. Like, if you're like a straight person and all you do is talk about porking men or women, with like if you're a girl or a boy, I think that's fucking annoying. Like, why can't we just talk about, like, I don't know, waifus or anime? It goes both ways.
Says the guy who is
That's
50%
stupid.
cockroach and 50% Neanderthal.
You know who actually kind of looks like a Neanderthal? Trainwrecks. I don't think I don't think Aspen looks like a Neanderthal. That's mean. Oh my god. At least be accurate. True. Yeah. I like Trainwrecks. He's funny.
Man. Yeah, that's about right, huh? And I don't know what to say. And people getting offended over Aspen getting quite shocking. Not quite as shocked as Assange dog.
Oof. Even Reddit's roasted him.
Yeah, only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Neanderthals will
Well,
give a
I
chance.
guess God is
True.
a Sith. And by the way, I didn't deal in absolutes. I said that there were exceptions and there were medical anomalies. So, you know, that's why I'm, of course, you know, a Jedi. And everybody
Oh.
that's against me is a Sith, clearly. But didn't Neanderthals have larger brains? Well, a whale has a larger brain than a human, but that doesn't mean a whale is smarter than a human. The way that I think a brain works is not necessarily, it doesn't work necessarily that way. So, yeah, I don't think that the brain size is the only way that you can judge intelligence. But anyway, so true. Yes,
we
how do
getting
you
into
know?
semantics
I saw
about
it
brains?
on Reddit. Like, I saw it on Reddit 11 years ago, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. Whales' brains are really big. And that was about it. Bigger doesn't mean better. Well, there are a couple of things that is true with, specifically a couple. But you know, other than that, yeah, I think it's generally true. But yeah, you can see the
This guy,
entire,
man.
and I think this is a bit of a Reddit awakening for a lot of people, because
True,
a lot of
Reddit's
these
on it.
Redditors, I think, you know, we're under the false delusion that many of these streamers and creators and things, you know, like they had a very different impression of them than the way they actually are. And I think this is a good thing. It's a good thing for people to effectively realize that, you know, break the parasocial bonds, watch streams for entertainment, enjoy what you're seeing, enjoy what you're watching, don't get emotionally connected, don't get mad. When a streamer starts saying something that makes you mad, you need to turn it off.
True.
You just turn it off.
People get mad. This is what I'll never understand. People will get mad at video games and then keep playing them. Like, are you serious?
Stop looking at it. Oh man, I keep doing the thing that makes me mad. Well, stop it. Stop doing it. But yeah, that's generally the way that I feel with a lot of these people, and so I don't really hold it against them. I don't really, you know, I'm not really angry at them. I'm not mad at them. I don't really care. It's not a big deal to me, if you want me to be honest. I don't really think.
Says a LOL player. Buddy, I haven't played LOL in like 3 years. Leave me the fuck alone.
Think about it a lot, so you
When
know,
a
I've got a
game
lot of
makes
other
me
things
mad, I just
to
stop
think about and
playing.
make decisions
Genuinely,
on.
I do.
And if you want me to be, you know,
So I
this is
stopped
like
playing
maybe
League. It
an
made me
ego
too
thing,
mad.
but
Got me
those
irritated.
things are pretty important in a lot of cases. They're, you know, in some cases, multi-million-dollar decisions, and actually, in almost all cases, they are. And so I'm not really going to get myself worked up about a person saying that I'm mean. Just not going to worry about it.
She didn't even say
That's
he
it.
was mean. She
You
just
know,
said
and-
that
and
she's
that's
sorry
really the
for
truth.
talking
You know,
to him.
that's the actual reason. And so that's really it. And so let's talk about video games, bro. Fuck haters. Well, we're gonna get around to that, right? I mean, today's been a pretty interesting day, but that's been about it.
Anyway. He said anyway like 3 times. Oh god. You're a WoW player? I literally haven't played since Shadowlands, so try again! Try again. You trying to gotcha me? I can go around in circles. Anyway, we'll check them out. There's the video. There you go. We finally got through it after I got disconnected. Very irritating. Really pissing me off today. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, chat, anyway, the takeaway is to stop being so insanely parasocial. If someone says if someone says something you don't like, just walk away. Just turn around and walk away. It's not in real life. It's not work where you have to sit through the entire 8 hours of your workday listening to someone you fucking hate. You can literally turn off the stream. It's not that hard. If your entertainment is pissing you off so much, it's like, dude, just walk away. Stop. Get some help. Okay, bye. Yep, true. Based, actually. Okay, we got ads in 12 minutes. How long is this video? Don't worry, we got more. We got more. Not like in relation to this, but what is this?
Starbucks?
Ooh, Starbucks! Ooh, as a white woman, I need to give you guys my input. Oh my god. Yes, queen! But I need something to hate and goon. Why not just goon? Why hate? Okay. Alright. Excusez-moi. I run ads and we'll play a bandle. How about that? Does Alana also drink White Claw? I don't really drink. I very rarely drink. Okay, let's do a bandle. Oops. Where am I? Alright, let's do it. 2014, 1.4 billion. Very hard. Ooh. This has got to be like an indie generic song. There's no way. Every breath you take, every move you make. That's not 2014, man. There's no shot. I'm pretty sure that song's really old. I don't know. We are young. Yeah, actually, it could be. We are young. When you were young. Is it this one? We are young. Nope. I don't know. We Are Young is 2012. Ah, fair enough. I have no idea. This sounds like retail slop, and what I mean by retail slop is like you go to a Forever 21 store or a clothing store, and it's just that. It's the song that plays. Ed Sheeran is retail slop. Listen to Ed Sheeran. I know like 2 songs. Which song is it? Oh! Photograph, yes! Oh my god, they play this so much. You're right. It's the one with the chick, isn't it? Yeah, the wedding song. Oh my god, man. This is so overplayed at weddings with the chick and he's playing the guitar and shit. And if you Oh no, it's not that one, it's this one. Ba, ba, bam, ba, bam. Ah, na, 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 na. Yeah, it's this one. No, there's another one that I remember that was really popular. Oh, this one, perfect. This one was super popular at weddings too. Ah, ba, 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 ba. This is such white girl slop. Oh yeah. Na 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 na. Dude, he's getting cock blocked. Yeah. Yeah, this is such white girl slop, man. It's crazy. You'd walk into like a Starbucks and it immediately plays. Wait, you're white girl? I like white girl slop, just not this kind. I played at my cousin's wedding. Yes, it was super popular. Like, I've gone to some weddings before and it's like, it's Ed Sheeran not being on there is less likely. Have you heard the version of Bad Habits will Bring Me the Horizon? Yes, I've heard it many times. It's on my playlist. Anyway, we have no ads for an hour and 12 minutes, so that's awesome. Let's get to it. What is this? Stores keep closing! As a white woman, I can tell you with utmost certainty, I have not been to a Starbucks in 2 months. I need to get my pumpkin spice latte sooner rather than later before it goes away. I only go once per season. That's like my rule of thumb because it's overpriced. I could go to a coffee like little store, get something that's a lot more like, I don't know, a lot more tasty, and it's probably cheaper. Yeah, gotta get my Starbies. That's a lie. It's not a lie. I actually don't go to Starbucks very often. I go to more, I go to mom and pop coffee stores more than I go to Starbucks. Didn't you order a coffee not too long ago? Yeah, but it was not from Starbucks. It was from a local shop. Not gonna name it, obviously, because it's doxy. But, like, you get my point, though. Anyway, let's see it!
Starbucks is struggling.
I'm a white woman, I'm an
Their profits
expert.
are down by a whopping 50% following 6 straight quarters of losses. And a declining image has left one of America's most recognizable brands in a bit of a bind. They just recently announced that they'd be closing a swathe of stores as well as laying off 900 corporate staff members. This is after laying off another 1,100 corporate staff just in February.
It's a lot of women with no jobs.
Customers are reporting high prices, long queues, and substandard product time and time again. And even staples like their pumpkin spice latte has lost its shine. And
the most popular time for Starbucks was when Tumblr was around and Pinterest. You could not sneeze on the internet without seeing a white woman with a fucking Starbucks. Like, as a picture. Like, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Tumblr. It was everywhere. It was actually insidious.
Left room for competitors to take their shot at the king, with great success in some cases. But it wasn't always like this. At one point, Starbucks was America's sweetheart. Their come up was a real hero's journey, the story of one man who turned a local coffee roaster into a global sensation.
Wow.
Left, then came back and did it all again.
What?
But since those days, clearly quite a lot has changed. Largely for the worst. And it's left Starbucks in
I know that Starbucks came from Seattle and it was initially just like a... You know, like a pretty popular chain. Starbucks was ruined by hipsters? No, it wasn't. Starbucks was really popular because of hipsters. It wasn't ruined by it directly. I actually think because it was so popular, it had good quality, or at least relatively good quality. I think it's gotten bad because like people just aren't buying it, so they've had to cut down. I know what you're trying to say. It's like, oh my god, hipsters ruined it. It's like, but because it was so popular, at least it had the quality.
Situation where it's fighting desperately, but doesn't seem to have quite as many customers in its corner as it once did. So sit back and let's learn why Starbucks fell off.
Ooh.
People tend to have quite strong opinions about coffee, especially about other people's coffee choices.
True.
Some people will look at you like you just admitted to drinking horse urine if you tell them that you like Starbucks. But
gross.
others might need
really
the double
like
shot, vanilla, hazelnut, methamphetamine, venti, frappuccino, literally every...
Methamphetamine Frappuccino is wild.
morning. But no matter which side of the aisle you end up landing on,
Once a
it's pretty
season, that's my
impossible
rule
to
of
deny
thumb.
the impact that Starbucks has had on all of our lives. It began in 1971 when three partners, Jerry, Gordon, and Zev, opened a little store in Seattle's Pike Place Market. They had no
Yeah, I
intention of
know
actually
about
making
that.
coffee. Instead, they sold like roast.
Look at that, man. Look at the prices.
They had no intention of actually making coffee.
$1.80 on average, man. That's crazy.
Instead, they sold like roasted coffee beans,
1971.
teas, and spices. And they did fine, really. They became a staple of the local community, a place where you could go get your beans, come home, and then brew them for the family.
Aw,
But things
that's
changed in
cute.
1982 with the arrival of one man, and a name that you might want to remember, Howard Schultz.
Ooh,
In
chairman and
1982,
CEO
Howard
of
Schultz joined as
Starbucks.
head of marketing. And on one of his very first business trips, he visited Milan, Italy, and experienced something that would completely change his business back home: Italian coffee bars. So at this time in the 80s, coffee culture in America largely revolved around drip coffee, served in a big mug or a
Folgers. Ugh. I don't really like Folgers. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry. If you like Folgers, that's okay. I don't like Folgers.
styrofoam cup, often with
Instant
free
coffee,
refills in like a
ugh.
diner or an
Ugh.
office. You would drink coffee for the caffeine,
Ugh.
not for fun. In Italy,
True.
on the other hand, the story was a little bit different. Over there, coffee was a social ritual. It was something that you would drink at a bar.
People didn't know about cappuccinos until it got popularized by Starbucks, to be completely honest with you.
With friends and as a communal activity as much as for the caffeine. It was something that would be woven into your day-to-day life and not neck down in order to get a jolt of energy. The drinks had standardized names, each of which was designed for a different type of gathering, and they were priced pretty fairly
Crappuccino. No,
so
I
that
love
everyone could take
cappuccinos.
part.
They're my
A
favorite.
long shot from the way it was done in
Mochas
America.
are good too.
And Schultz saw this idea, tried to bring it to America to create this real third place where people could grab a drink with their friends, hang out, and make coffee part of their...
All of the senior girls in my high school when I was a freshman, they would go to Starbucks, and one of my dreams was to have a boy buy me a Starbucks because he liked me. That never happened, but like, you know, I could dream. I did buy Starbucks by myself with my own pocket money because I didn't have a job yet, but all the popular girls would get their boyfriends to buy them coffee. Some Starbucks coffee, a strawberry frappuccino. Yeah. I know, but people are gonna fucking hate you and be like, ew, gross, Starbucks, but it was very cute. It was cute.
social life.
It was
instead of just fuel.
expensive.
But it was actually a controversial idea, so controversial in fact that none of the original Starbucks bosses wanted to accept it. And so Schultz was forced to leave, start his own cafe chain, implement these ideas, and did it to such great success that he ended up coming back and
Wow.
buying out Starbucks from its original
Wait, this guy actually he left and bought it back again. That's so based.
owners just 4 years
It's
later.
me,
And this
I
is
did
where the
that.
Starbucks that you and I would recognize today actually began. Starbucks became this place where everything was designed for familiarity and comfort. They chose round tables because they were less isolating and more inviting. They encouraged
I saw so many college kids going to Starbucks with their stupid Apple laptops and studying there, and it pissed me off because nobody could sit anywhere. Oh my god, I hated it so much.
customers to take their time with their
You'd have to
drinks,
go and sit
every
somewhere
detail
else.
was carefully curated
Like in
to
another
make their
place,
cafes
in the
into
mall.
community spots to
Yep.
great success. They went from 6 stores in 1987 to 3,500 stores in the year 2000 when Schultz finally
Wow,
decided
that's
to step down as CEO.
insane.
And when the 2008 recession finally hit and Starbucks was struggling once again, Howard Schultz came out of retirement like Pele or something.
That's crazy. They just keep sending him back. He says, nah, I'm done. And then they just pull him back. Like, please, Mr. Howard, you gotta save us.
To get them back to their roots of being this third
Wow,
place
this
where
guy-
anyone could hang out. And
This guy's probably kind of just a fucking genius with businesses. I'm not trying to glaze, but like, what is it, twice now they've brought him back?
have an affordable,
He's good at
social,
business.
communal drink with a friend. He shut down all of the Starbucks in America
just
for a
keep
day
pulling
to
it back
retrain the
in.
baristas on how to improve their espresso quality. They brought in new machines, and the company experimented with new menu items and leaned heavily into becoming an ethical community spot. And it seemed like it worked. A couple of years
Hipsters
post-recession,
love
they were
that.
profitable again. No one could really seem to beat them, and they were everywhere. But no good thing lasts forever, unfortunately. The pandemic set in motion the real shift for Starbucks. The concept of hanging out indoors with others.
That's when they brought through drive-thrus as well. I don't think I ever heard of drive-thrus until like 2019 or 2020. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I think the only time I've ever ordered Starbucks is through the drive-thru. I think I've been once into the store, probably like 3 years ago. The virus. Yeah, the virus did very bad damage to the economy, to like sit-down places.
Which Starbucks had built its entire model on, was immediately cancelled, right?
That's
Coffee
sad.
culture went back almost overnight.
We had drive-thru Starbucks on the West Coast in 2012. I never really heard of it. I mean, again, this is location by location basis. In New Zealand, I never heard of drive-thrus like pretty much ever. Like outside of like McDonald's or whatever, that doesn't count. I'm talking like Starbucks specifically. I never saw that in 2012 up until I left.
Being incredibly
crazy.
individual. And the big winners
believe
from
you,
this
though.
were the
believe
drive-through
you.
coffee shops like Dutch Bros and Seven Brew, which grew steadily throughout this period.
Yeah, and Kaladi Brothers or whatever it's called. There's like a couple of other ones that are on the West Coast.
Starbucks did try to ride the
I
wave by
forget.
pushing their apps and their collection-only stores, but they were already in too deep with the old model and stuck between
the
two
ones
worlds.
in, like,
Post-pandemic,
Seattle
almost
and
60%
Washington.
of coffee is actually ordered at drive-thrus in the US, and it's growing year on year. The pandemic was really this huge turning point for how people chose to spend their time. And sitting in a Starbucks was one of the first things to be cut from the budget. And despite the fact that their marketing materials would have you believe that they really want to be a community location where people can hang out, the reality is that Starbucks is a $90 billion corporation, and they've done all of the same things that you'd expect from any other company that size. Over the last decade, they've really aggressively cut costs. They've deprioritized the look and feel of their stores, and they've focused on squeezing more profits out of their once extremely loyal clientele. Having a place where people buy one drink and then
It was already really overpriced back then. Now it's extremely overpriced. Coffee. And it doesn't validate it too, because I think it's actually gone down in quality in recent years.
sit around for an hour is a really bad way to make money every quarter. And so they started making more and more stores have less and less seating. Their staffing priorities focused more on meeting drive-through demand at the expense of in-store customers because they generate more dollars per hour. And they jacked up the prices to the absolute maximum that they felt that they could get away with. But you can only squeeze people so far before they break. Since the pandemic, inflation has been...
I'm wondering when McDonald's is going to break on that too, because McDonald's has been increasing, and every other fast food store has been increasing their prices more and more and more. They got rid of the dollar menu. Like, when is enough enough? Starbucks is clearly hitting a critical point because they've lost 50%, but like, McDonald's hasn't really been suffering, have they?
pretty intense.
I don't know.
And it seriously hit the food and drinks world. But also by the time the pandemic had rolled around, the coffee business was already bigger than ever. And there were more and more options for everyone at any price point. Starbucks had, to some degree, been able to justify its prices through all of the auxiliary perks that you would get along with your coffee. You get to sit in a nice location, you wouldn't feel rushed or pressured to leave, and you had things like free Wi-Fi at your disposal. So you could
it was really
even
bad
work
though.
there. But the hand was kind of forced, and instead of doubling down on the third place model, they tried to align themselves more with the rapid delivery model. More and more coffee is consumed on the go, and the interior of a Starbucks has progressively shifted to meet the demand from those customers. And the $8 Starbucks cup of coffee...
They're getting bullied out by Dutch Bros too. Yeah, like Caribou Coffee or whatever, and Dutch Bros, and there's a couple of other ones that have branched out from Seattle, because Seattle is a very big coffee place, and Starbucks obviously came from there. But I think a lot of people are competing now that Starbucks is kind of fucking dropping the ball. There's so many Dutch Bros. Yeah, for sure, and I think that's because Starbucks is failing.
It doesn't quite feel as good when you order it from a drive-thru and drink it in your
Caribou
car
Coffee
as
is
it
a
does
good
when
one
you sit
too.
inside a nice environment with a friend. The more price-conscious consumer can make coffee at home now or trade down to an even cheaper coffee place like McDonald's, while the more affluent clientele has access to a bunch of like artisanal spots, to specialty coffee, and to independent businesses that have way more insight and time to discuss the details and intricacies of their products.
I'm gonna say it. I have been consuming a lot more coffee from places that are tiny little hole in the walls made, and all the coffee is made by white women with nose piercings. They make the best coffee. I love it so much, man. I've been to so many places. Like, I'm not saying that men can't make great coffee, but there's something about a white woman handing me a coffee and it tastes so fucking good, man. I'm a white woman connoisseur. Small spots make good coffee, and they cost like a little bit less or the same as a Starbucks. I get way more enjoyment out of it too.
Independent cafes are now so much more
Starbucks
trendy and is seen as a more socially acceptable choice. While Starbucks is better known for employee union busting, boycotts, and being overall bad value for money. I think Starbucks held on to this idea that they were a real third place when they haven't really been that for years. At their core, they're a fast food dessert shop that people go to for convenience and consistency. It's more like McDonald's than it is a local community diner. But McDonald's at least has the Big Mac. For Starbucks, far too much of their menu was replaceable, and their niche, unique offerings clearly
everybody can make a Frappuccino because it's not copyrighted. You can't get a Big Mac anywhere else. That's actually a really good point. Coffee can't be copyrighted in that sense. Like, you can still... I think maybe Frappuccino is copyrighted, but at the end of the day, just don't call it a Frappuccino. It's just frozen milk and, like, ice cubes and some strawberry syrup.
Haven't been enough to keep people hooked, especially not the prices that they're trying to sell
lattes
them
and
at.
cappuccinos
And their
are
CEO
universal.
has recognized this today. They've vowed to minimize price hikes going forward and focus their new strategy on bringing back the cozy interiors. But I think it might be too little, too late, because while Starbucks has...
I think it's gonna get worse. COVID hasn't been around for a long while, and we still haven't like recovered. Frappuccino's copyrighted is why McDonald's has frappes. Really, I'm gonna look it up right now. Not that I'm doubting you, I'm just curious. Frappuccino copyright. Frappuccino is a registered trademark owned by Starbucks. But you can still make one, you just can't call it that. It's kind of like how a hamburger is still a hamburger, but you can't call it a McDouble or, you know, a triple cheeseburger. That's what I'm saying. Or you can't call it a triple cheeseburger. I think there's just certain things that you can't really copyright.
Been doing layoff after layoff, closing stores and forcing AI into the stores that are still around. The competition has been innovating, listening to customers, and actually just like giving people what they're screaming out for. And this might not actually be that obvious if you live in the US, where you can still find Starbucks that are 200 meters away from each other, but it's a lot more obvious in other parts of the world, especially in China, where the story of Starbucks looks a lot more dire.
A lot of fast food places have failed in China. They have a very different palate too. Apparently there's a lot of things that certain cultures just don't like, and it's kind of the same thing the other way around. Like, Americans wouldn't be able to eat certain things because they think it's weird or they don't like it. It's a culture thing. There's nothing wrong with it.
When you think of coffee culture, China might not be the first country that jumps to mind, but maybe it should. China has taken some 800 million people out of poverty since the 80s.
Wow.
And in the process, they've created this whole new consumer class. This group of people who are looking for nice little treats to spend their money on. And Starbucks has been, for a while, desperate to fill that role. They opened their first Chinese branch in 1999 and used their first mover advantage to completely take over. At their peak, they had...
I think there's several fast food chains that completely bombed. I think it was like Pizza Hut, Burger King. There's a couple of other ones that failed in China. I just can't name them off the top of my head.
Over 40% of the coffee market, but since then they've had a serious fall off.
KFC,
in less than a decade, they've
KFC
gone from holding over
right.
40% of the Chinese coffee market to under 15%.
Wow.
Starbucks had been gambling on this idea that as China became wealthier, consumers there would behave increasingly like Americans. Basically, they'd drink Starbucks and eat McDonald's. And in a way,
They do
the
eat
Chinese
McDonald's.
did begin
They
to
do.
behave more like the
It's not
Americans.
super
Just
often.
not in the way that Starbucks expected.
The street food is better. Yeah, you're also competing for a cheaper street food option. Like, street food is insanely popular in China.
Because while China has this large new middle class, that group has been subject to many of the same pressures that you see in the rest of the world. Chinese disposable income levels have been pretty stagnant, and they've also grown tired of the increasing inflation that a place like Starbucks has been imposing onto its customers. But also, don't know if you've noticed, China has been on a bit of an industrial tear lately. The technology is getting pretty wild over there, and the coffee industry has been no exception. The main
Luckin
competitor in
Coffee.
China, Luckin, has capitalized on the dissatisfaction by offering cheap, really customizable drinks. They focus on mobile-only orders and emphasize speed and convenience.
Yeah, that's another thing. Everything is very mobile oriented, and American companies aren't super duper mobile oriented. People still kind of like picking up stuff and like buying things from stores, even if it's not super duper popular like it used to be. I think in China and in other Asian countries, it's a lot more popular and normalized because everything is on your phone. Like your credit card, your bus card, like all that stuff.
Like half of the price of a
Not
Starbucks.
sponsored.
They often have literally zero seating inside of the stores. And it's worked really well for them. It's worked so well that even though Starbucks had a 20-year head start, Luckin now has more stores in China than Starbucks
Holy
does.
shit!
And whereas Starbucks is closing stores in the US, Luckin is actually expanding into the US, having opened a couple of stores in New York City already. In fact, Starbucks was so terrified of this
wow.
competition
That's
that at the
interesting.
opening of the very first Luckin store,
That's
Starbucks
cool.
bought ad space on an empty lot across the street and plastered it with advertising.
What the fuck? No, look at me! Look at me! We're not failing! I promise!
To remind people
That's
that
pretty
they still
funny.
exist.
That's
But
pretty
meanwhile, Luckin was offering $1.99 coffees for new customers.
Wow, that's so freaking cheap. What the heck?
And I think one of those strategies is a lot more appealing than the other. Starbucks is ultimately like a fast food business,
Dude,
right?
$2 for a cup of coffee, that's kind of a steal in this day and age. I know it's still cheaper to make your own coffee, but if you're out and about, $2 is like really good. I'm telling you, man, that's
It's not a
really
third place for most
amazing.
of us. And as such, they've been susceptible
it
to
tastes
many of
good.
the
It's
same
not
risks
ass.
that other fast food places are. The McDonald's CEO recently said in an interview that
What we see with middle and lower income consumers is actually a different story. It's that consumers under a lot of pressure in our industry. Traffic for lower income consumers is down double digits.
That's a good thing. That's a really good thing.
And it's because people are
Because
either
you can't fucking afford your food when a meal for one person at the lowest costs $16 fucking dollars. It's not cheap anymore. You're actually just like destroying your customer base. What the hell?
choosing to skip a meal, or they're choosing to just eat at home.
Whereas in the past, consumers would usually trade down from sit-in restaurants to more affordable options when the economy got rough. They're not doing that anymore. Prices are so high, even at historically more affordable.
That's crazy. $11.29 for a spicy deluxe. And then just the burger is $6. $6. God, that's so gross to look at. I remember in New Zealand, even though it's like New Zealand dollars and everything, I remember picking up a fucking McChicken for $1. When I was a little kid, I had to go to the mall and I'd get myself a little McChicken. Just a McChicken. I didn't have a lot of money. I just had $1 and I'd be like, yippee, $1.
Locations that
That's
trading down
awesome.
to McDonald's is not really a feasible option anymore. And a similar story is playing out with Starbucks. They're not really fancy enough to attract the clientele that would go to an independent coffee shop, but they're not affordable enough to satisfy the people who are looking for a quick way to drink some caffeine. And all of this has been compounded by the fact that society has fundamentally changed quite a lot in the last 5 years. The idea of sitting down for an hour to sip a coffee with friends, like Howard Schultz once dreamed, is basically gone.
I think it also plays into the psychology of being too stressed out. How many of you like go and do something for fun by yourself? Like, I'm not talking about like even I'm not even talking about going out with friends. Like, you go and get a coffee and you go for a walk and like you feel like you should be doing something. That's me. I think I have pretty high, like, I don't know, I have like high anxiety. Gym? No, I'm talking about like getting no, not the gym. That's different. That's exercise. I'm talking about like, oh, I want a treat for myself. I want to chill out and not think about, I don't know, streaming, or I don't want to think about work or whatever. And you go and grab yourself something and sit on a park bench. Like, you don't really do that anymore. You get stressed out.
Individualism has really won, and people's consumption choices are reflecting that. And so the fact that the CEO is trying to focus on bringing back the cozy new interiors and making Starbucks feel homey.
This might be a hot take. I really want the war between Russia and Ukraine to end fucking quicker, because I really want to go to Russia or to Ukraine and go to these fucking restaurants, because they seem so much more like community oriented, because capitalism hasn't completely consumed that society yet. I really want to go and visit. I'd be visiting family, obviously. That's another big reason, because I have family there in both countries. But it's like, I just want to go, man. It's a hot take to want the war to end. Yeah, but I'm not gonna get into that. Anyway,
I think it might be too little too late.
I'd
They
love
seem
to
be
go to
convinced that they'll
Poland.
be
It
able
sounds
to go
awesome.
back to their former glory just by using AI and doing some renovations. But I'm not sure how much people actually even want that today, least of all from their local Starbucks. And amongst all of this climate, there are so many more headwinds.
You can visit Russia right now, though. I don't know how to break it to you, but I don't think so. Not that I think you're a little bit wrong on this. I don't want to go off on a tangent, but it's not a great time for an American to go to Russia right now. Yeah.
For them. Coffee inflation is
Or
10
Ukraine,
times
for
the
that
average
matter. It doesn't
inflation for
matter.
food,
Buy
thanks
both.
to tariffs and really bad harvests. And customers have more high-quality alternatives than ever before. But I guess we'll see. For now, I'm going to stick to my little mocha pot and occasional outing to a nicer cafe. And I don't think there's much of a future for Starbucks in my life outside of airports and train stations. But let me know what you think.
I actually think that Starbucks dying is actually kind of a good thing, because there's a lot of places on the West Coast that I've heard of that are expanding, and I looked it up. Like Seattle's Best Coffee, Tully's Coffee, that's in Washington. Dutch Bros has expanded a lot outside of Washington and other places. I know there's like coffee stores in also California that have expanded upwards and downwards into the Midwest as well. I think it's a good thing. I think it's good that they're expanding, and I think that it's good that Starbucks is paying the price for being so bold and being the forefront and center of what people think of coffee. Seattle's Best sucks, IMO. Yeah, but some people like it. I actually used to drink a lot of Seattle's Best, and then I stopped because I didn't really like it anymore. Every time I pass Dutch Bros, it's a paint store. Yeah. Again, I like competition. I want to be able to have options. That's why I hate it when you like go out and you have like restaurants and it's just a bunch of the same restaurants kind of thing. Yeah. I wonder what the furthest distance from a Starbucks is in the US. No clue. You should Google it. Wasn't Seattle's Bet bought by Starbucks? I have no idea. I'm not that invested into coffee culture. But anyway, that was my hot take of why Starbucks is dying. It's ultimately price, quality, and just general aversion to it. I don't know. I'm over it. Yeah, competition leads to greater effort. That I've said this before as well with like MMOs. I think that competition breeds interest and it breeds betterment of oneself. A great example of that is Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, when it first came out in like 2012 or whatever, it sucked ass. And then when they reworked it, they looked at WoW and they were like, okay, at the time they were like, I think what was a Cataclysm. They sat down with all the game devs and they said, what makes this game better than our game? And it bred Final Fantasy to be actually a fun game for them to play. And they said, we're gonna release that instead of whatever the fuck we released earlier than that. You know? Bread? Yes, bread. Mop, maybe. I don't remember. I think it was Cat or Mop or early. No, it was Pandaria. I don't think so. I'm gonna look it up. Final Fantasy devs played WoW. They were playing. They played WoW. Without WoW, Final Fantasy's recovery wouldn't have been possible. They played Cataclysm, early Mists of Pandaria. So we're both technically right. It was late Cata, early Mop. But anyway, I mean, that still begs the question is like, you still have to like drink other people's coffee and figure out what you're doing wrong. Maybe your business model sucks. Like, obviously, man. You gotta be the best you can be. I love coffee, but low calorie, like classic cappuccino, you can only taste syrup. I think it depends what coffee what coffee shop you go to. God, you guys have got me on my white woman friggin' binge, man. God damn it, I'm talking about coffee and syrup and tastiness. Maybe I should go get some coffee. I love coffee. My bad. No, it's okay. I just don't want to harp on the same topic for too long. People's attention spans can't handle my autism. My white woman interests. This Discord hacker DM'd me. You're the one who wanted a white woman coffee video? I know. I mean, I just like yapping about stuff that I know about, you know? Coffee after 10 a.m., that's enough. That's nuts. I don't drink coffee past 3 o'clock. I do care about my sleep hygiene. I do. Even though coffee doesn't directly affect me that much, unless I'm like overdosing on it, which has happened before, where I was doing push-ups at like 4 a.m. trying to get myself to sleep, and then I woke up at like fucking 6 a.m. and then I did more push-ups because I was freaking out and my heart wouldn't stop beating. That was terrible. But like normal coffee doesn't do that to me. I don't get like anxiety. I don't freak out. I actually have to overdose on it. Or should I say not overdose, like overdo it. The Gamer Subs energy drinking tasting stream. I drank 4 full cans of Gamer Subs energy drink. That fucked me up. That was awesome. I shouldn't have done it in hindsight. It's a testament to like, you know, how strong the caffeine is. Yes, I drank 4 of them, so wasn't a good idea. It was awesome. How many milligrams of caffeine is that? A lot. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. The limit is 2, I think, and I drank 4, so yeah, I was doing push-ups at 4 a.m. That was bad. Not good. Not good. Jokes aside, I love Gamer Subs. Okay. What is this? 40 minutes. Okay. Like 700. I think it was more than that. Maybe? I don't know. Sigma grind set. True. Okay. I got a strain on my back. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. What is this? This Discord hacker DM'd me. Ooh, what's going on? Discord must pay $3.5 million or I will leak it all. What are we leaking, brother?
I just got a DM from the
Ew.
person behind the Discord hack, the one that stole a bunch of government IDs from minors. And the hacker wanted
Hold on, how old is this video? 3 days ago. Okay, got it.
to tell me how they did it to expose Discord's security problems, but they also wanted to tell me what will happen to people's data if Discord doesn't pay. But I
Can I just say how dumb this hacker for thinking that the government or Discord will actually care? Because didn't they recently leak, like, a bunch of hackers hacked social security, took people's identities, leaked their driver's license, the credit cards and everything attached to those people. Nothing happened. It was just like another Tuesday. Sony has like a digital hack every year, I think, where they like take people's credit cards and leak them all over the internet, man. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but like, that kind of is what it is, you know?
don't think the hacker knows
Yeah,
that they are about to make the Discord predator problem significantly worse. They are going to be a Discord predator's hero. But before we even get into that, how do I know that this is the person behind the hack? And the easiest thing to ask is, if you hacked in a Discord support system, show me what's inside of one of my tickets. And I didn't even have to ask. They just started sending me a whole bunch of stuff, and they sent me this ticket here. New Discord scraping service, spy.pet. Now, this is a ticket that I actually intentionally hid in my first video because a viewer made this underneath my account. You can see no text-to-speech was not signed in when this comment was submitted, but they showed me this ticket. And we have internal messages from Discord. And if we zoom out a little bit, the most important part about this hack is this section on the right here. It's called the Discord Zen bar. In the Zen bar, there's stuff like my user information, my location, my email. We can see that there is a phone symbol. Discord never said anything about a phone number, but we'll get to that. But so far, the claimed hacker behind this had my attention. Then they sent me this screenshot, which is contained in the Discord
Skibbity toilet.
Zen bar saying user payment history, where you can see I bought the Skibbity toilet profile.
A financial lapse of judgment. This guy just aired out his dirty laundry to prove a point. He bought the Skibbity toilet cosmetic for his profile picture.
Cosmetic on July 2nd. And if I go to my Discord billing tab, you can see Skibbity Toilet on July 2nd. In fact, the hacker even sent me this photo here, and it shows the history of emails sent to my email. And you can see on August 18th, I got 2 report violation emails, one at 10:16 and one at 10:12. And if I go to my emails, I got 2 emails from Discord talking about reporting someone on August 18th at 10:12 a.m. and 10:16 a.m. This is unrefutably the person behind the Discord hack that everyone is panicking about. And the thing is that they were willing to answer some of my questions, but first they wanted to set the record straight. They wanted to give me more details about the hack that Discord wouldn't tell people. The first thing I wanted to say is that this was by no means a small incident. They have over 1.6 terabytes of data exported. Most of it is ticket attachments, and a few hundred gigabytes of it is transcripts and other user data. In fact, they sent me this image showing the folder that contains all the files, but it contains 2,185,151 files. And if I scroll up a little bit, inside of this folder, we can see that not every single one of these are people in their government ID or a photo of their face. In fact, we only have this woman here, this guy with a piece of paper, this dude with a passport, government ID here, and government ID here. Those are the only photos in this brief little sample that we have that are government IDs. And in an article by The Verge talking about the hack, Discord told them that approximately 70,000 users had their government IDs exposed. Now, the hacker claims that Discord completely lied in their press release, saying that a small number of government IDs...
You have to downplay it so people don't panic.
...is complete bullshit. And I hate to tell you, but 70,000 people divided by the 200 million monthly active users that Discord has, multiply that by 100% so we get into percentage, it is 0.035% of Discord users. Like, Discord isn't lying by sheer numbers alone. They can say
it's just that it was a big deal because it was government.
This is a small incident. But I don't want to downplay that any government IDs being leaked is a big... Yup. Regardless, though, things do get worse for Discord. With that Zen bar, it allowed the hacker to get billing and user information for any tickets, even if the ticket content didn't include it. So if your ticket was leaked, there's a good chance that even if it wasn't about billing, your billing information got leaked. And it was around 578,000 users that had their billing info leaked.
Oh
which,
my God,
fun
that's
fact
so
for your
bad.
nerds, apparently is about $365 million worth of payments. But that billing information, if you're not aware, contains your PayPal email if you use PayPal, or if you used a credit card, it would give your credit card provider the last 4 digits of your credit card, and it would also give your credit card expiration month and year, which Discord did not tell people. But one thing Discord was either not aware of or just didn't talk about is the fact that phone numbers were involved in this breach. If you looked at someone's phone number in that Zen bar, the information was redacted. The agents would only see your partial phone number, so like the last 4 digits. The problem, though, is that if you just looked at the API, it will show the full phone number. And they said,
why am I not surprised that they don't have any sort of encryption, man? What a bunch of idiots!
That over their access of 58 hours on Discord's system, which again is egregious, they estimated that around 50,000 people had their phone number leaked. But also, like Discord said, a lot of their internal documents were leaked, and the hacker sent me a massive list of what they have. But the hacker also showed me that in Discord's own internal documents, they have a section called Accounts We Should Not Interact With. They have stuff like Streamlabs, USA Army Esports, and even myself, next to Dr.
Wait! Call me Carson Quackity? Why no text-to-speech? Because he criticizes them. Bro, that's insane. They actually just straight up admit to it.
Respect. Why the
why
am I on this list, bro?
Because you criticize them. It's the same thing as people who criticize like Blizzard or people who make video games. They get blacklisted. Like Asmongold's probably on a dozen lists because he criticizes people.
The hacker
and
also,
I'm not talking like politically, I'm just literally saying like games and devs and stuff like that.
Wanted to share with me how bad of a fuck this is from Discord, how they even got into the system in the first place. So they pointed out that in Discord's own press release, they said that this was a result of a third-party breach. And they claim that this is directly Discord's fault for hiring work-from-home BPO employees. Now, BPO stands for Business Process Outsourcing. I had to Google that. But Discord outsources their support to a third-party company. And what happened is that the hacker got into one of those employees' accounts. Now, they did not want to share with me at all. I tried multiple times to figure out how they got into the account. So we have to speculate. It could be bribery. It could be sending the employee malware or some insider crazy movie drama. The hacker themselves applied for a job. But the biggest problem about this hack that I really want to emphasize is that once the hacker was in Discord Zendesk, there wasn't anything stopping them. For 58 hours, the hacker sent 60 million requests to Discord with 0 detections.
Chat, don't trust corpos, man. I'm pretty sure the same thing happened at Sony, where a hacker, and I'm not saying that this is, by the way, like an actual hacker, they got in through the back door of Sony and they were communicating and sending things out of the back door and impersonating Sony and communicating internally, and they were not detected. This isn't just Discord being bad. This is bad for everyone. They suck at this for whatever reason. Probably because they don't know how to do it. Twitch had a major breach at least 10 years ago. Yeah, they leaked all of the people, the top streamers and their incomes and shit, man. How scary is that? And their like credit cards and stuff.
So they were just able to constantly ask for people's billing information, constantly ask for attachments. There was no rate limiting to prevent scraping. And the hacker also says that Discord could have configured their Zendesk more securely. And this is Discord's biggest...
Zendesk is the support ticket system that a lot of companies use. Yeah, like if you contact them and then they use, like I think Roblox uses it. Bloons, that game with the monkeys, yeah, they use Zendesk as well.
up regarding this whole entire hack. It's the fact that they're not handling things and assuming that an employee will be hacked. And the reason why this is such a big up is that this has happened before. The warning signs are there. Discord back in 2023 had one of their support agents hacked. But also, this is actual breaking news. I haven't told anyone this, and I don't think it's ever been published. But a year ago, at the end of August 2024, someone managed to compromise a Discord employee account. And what ended up happening is a whole bunch of Discord e-gangsters, you can tell by their chats that they are trying to be edgy teenagers. They managed to get into a Discord employee's account, whether by bribing them, hacking into their account, whatever, but they managed to give themselves rare usernames with 2 letters and Discord staff badges. And the reason why I didn't talk about this is because I didn't want a situation like this Discord hack happening, or at least it being inspired by it. But somehow, despite both of these hacks, Discord didn't secure their Zendesk under the assumption that an employee would be compromised. And when we're talking about people's government IDs in Zendesk, this is completely unacceptable. And the problem with these government IDs is that the government ID tickets are not purged after resolution. The hacker claims that government ID images were just sitting there for months or even years. Now, I have talked to some people familiar with Discord's age verification system, and they said that after some period of time, Discord will delete these tickets, but they should be deleting those government IDs the second they're done with the ticket. Like, this is genuinely a failure on Discord's part. It's unacceptable. But the hacker then starts saying stuff like, I
think it should be at least like a couple of months old. Like, I understand you have to have some sort of recall. It's either you have to encrypt it properly, which is a lot of work, or you have to just delete them outright. This is such a stupid oversight.
Government IDs are of...
IDs should not be put in the ticketing system, period. Yeah, that too. Yeah, I don't know.
Minors too, since the age requirement of Discord is 13
2
plus.
months is okay,
Child safety is a concern, and Discord doesn't seem to care.
Since when does Discord care about child safety?
Now, hold on for a second. I said in the intro of this video that this dude was gonna be the hero of Discord predators, the person that brings the new age of predators on Discord, the Messiah. And the reason why I'm saying all of this is because, keep in mind, Discord in their press release said that the hacker was trying to extort a financial ransom. They were trying to get money from Discord, and I asked the hacker, how much money were you trying to get? And they were trying to get $5 million, but Discord said it was too high, and out of the goodness of the hacker's heart, they reduced it to $3.5 million. And then they got ghosted. And throughout this video, I've been showing you screenshots that the hacker has sent me. So while they were hacking Discord, they intentionally went on my profile and took a whole bunch of screenshots for me to make a video. And I even asked him straight up, I'm like, I assume your goal in reaching out to me and providing this information is to articulate your threats, to have a video made to add pressure to Discord, to force them to pay you money. And the hacker said, yeah, that's accurate. So
this guy blackmailed this guy the other way around, man. I mean, it's scary. I'd be a little bit scared too, because like the guy has all your info and then he's like, okay, make the video, bitch. And you're like, what if I don't? And then he's like, I'm gonna leak all your shit, fuck you.
So from here on out, you need to understand that the hacker is assuming that all of their messages are going to be in this video. They are going to say whatever they need to say to make you angry and upset at Discord and to paint Discord as a villain. And I'm going to show you how they do that. If Discord continues to ignore me, I will start releasing user data. And this includes hundreds of thousands of minors in all caps who uploaded their government ID. If Discord privately reaches...
Wait, how do minors have government ID? Unless, like, I don't know, restricted licenses, I guess? Oh, passports! Oh, I'm retarded. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, passports. Yeah, it took me a second. I apologize. I didn't think about that. Yeah, restricted licenses and passports.
Is an agreement with me, I will cease all activity related to this incident and delete the data. Discord still has a chance to save their users, but it won't be around for much longer. Money is the only goal here. In fact, they say if Discord doesn't...
Don't fucking Alana me! I was a loser kid. I didn't have a restricted license until I was 17, okay? Leave me the fuck alone. God damn it, man. Gosh.
respond in like a week, I will either leak the full data or sell it. It's not up to me what happens.
It's okay.
And it's worth noting that
it.
Discord can fully prevent all of this. They are trying to make Discord look like the people that make the decision. Discord, if they don't pay this guy money, they're going to be the evil people that get a bunch of minors' government IDs leaked. That's what the hacker is trying to tell you. But here's what you guys need to know. Discord predators, they heard about this hack and they're foaming at the mouth. Sending someone a photo of their face and their government ID that might have their address, you can use that to extort people. Hey, 16-year-old Timmy, I know where you live. I know what you look like. And I'm going to send people to your house if you don't do X, Y, and Z. It
yeah,
sounds
you're a little kid. You don't know any better.
like a joke, but that genuinely happens though, because kids are stupid. And the problem is that if you leak all this information, Discord predators basically just have a whole bunch of ammunition to find kids. And it's already happening because the hacker made a telegram to leak all this information to pressure Discord, and they got a DM from a predator saying, yo, you can make more money selling the IDs. The little ones are worth more. And they're trying to frame this as Discord's fault.
I think it's both their faults.
Discord did
That's disgusting.
But
I
we
know,
have
man.
this hacker with all
You're
of these
so
kids'
gross.
information, and they're threatening to leak it all. Here
Give me $3.5 million.
is the real truth.
Okay.
Discord's corporate policy, from what I've heard through the grapevine, they don't pay ransoms for multiple reasons. One, Discord already took the L by publishing they got a data breach. Second, if you pay the ransom, there's nothing saying that the person won't just leak the information or sell it anyways. The hacker just said, yo, trust me, bro. That was actually part of his DMs. And finally, if Discord's gonna pay people $3.5 million, other people are gonna hack into Discord and try to get a ransom as well. It puts a massive target on your back. Telling you straight up, and also probably telling the hacker because they're watching this, Discord isn't gonna pay anyone shit. So
yeah, I mean, they literally have predators on Discord and people who hack their accounts, who extort them for money, kids getting groomed. Like, are we serious? You think, I mean, I'm not gonna say that this hacker is a fucking idiot, but like, you really think that they're gonna listen? This dude's freaking evil? No, I think this guy's despicable, but I mean, I just didn't think that they would expect that reaction from them.
What's gonna happen is that this hacker is in their little delusion lands where they think Discord's gonna pay money, and they're gonna start leaking more and more data, and eventually all of those kids' government IDs are gonna be out on the internet.
You can make more money selling the IDs. The little ones are worth more. Yeah, to peds. That's so gross. And then they have like a heart and kissing emoji. Ugh. Dude, Preds? Oh man, face the wall.
Discord predators to scoop up and find their next victims. And I straight up told the hacker that random Discord kids are going to be targeted by Discord predators. And they're trying to tell me that it's a concern for them too, believe it or not. Then why are you even threatening to leak the data in the first place? And there's two massive problems with this already, because the hacker has released a data sample. And if you look through the data sample, there are people with emails that have like their first name, last name, 2010. They're probably born in 20.
The школьники bullied. Oh no, they're bullying little kids. Oh no. Little Nikita is gonna get himself doxxed.
10. They are 15 years old. And the thing with kids on Discord is that you can tell them their email and you can lie to them saying, I have.
Приветик. Ой, блядь. Hi, привет.
Into your Discord account. I have your email. Send me X, Y, and Z. Predators do that. So you've already leaked kids' information. You can't blame Discord for this because you are the person in control of the data. I straight up told the hacker, like, yesterday I was just like, dude, you don't understand.
You get painted as guy who fed info to make pedos' jobs easier. You become the bad guy. He doesn't care. He wants $3.5 million.
What's going on. Discord isn't going to budge. They're not going to be the ones to fix this. They're not the heroes. You're going to become the bad guy, and you're going to be the dude who fed information to make predators' jobs easier. And they tell me that I'll refrain from leaking and selling the data as I don't want to harm kids.
But you're ransoming the children, their IDs into... How noble, right? That's what I'm saying. I can't wrap my head around saying like, oh, well, I'm not gonna leak the kids' info, but like you have it though. This guy's lost the plot, man.
And here's the problem. If
He's
they
bluffing,
go through
I
all of
doubt
the
it.
data to filter out the kids, so they're
If he's asking for $3.5 million, you really don't think that he would get extorted, or at least like have a market of people that would appreciate him leaking this information of kids so that they can use it for disgusting and nefarious reasons, like extorting.
only leaking adults' government
It's sad.
IDs. Here's the reality. People
disgusting.
will report CSAM
Boys Puberty Center. Слушайте, педофилы просто заебись. Oh my god. What the fuck? How is this? This is in plain sight. Everybody can see this. Why is Discord not doing anything about it?
Discord servers to Discord through those tickets, and they will
Cheese and
send photos of
crackers.
CSAM because they don't know better. So this hacker
A
already
car.
on their computer has CSAM content. So when
Yeah,
they go
that's a
through
good
and filter all
point.
that data, they're going to have to filter through CSAM content intentionally so that they can leak data. What the fuck is going through your brain? Genuinely. But the one thing that the hacker and I can agree on is that Discord needs to be held accountable for this stuff. So really the point of this video
But they
is
never
to show
do.
you how bad of a mistake Discord made, and Discord does need to do better because this is the third time they have been hacked. But the point of this video is also to hold the hacker accountable, because at the end of the day, I don't think minors on Discord should be caught in the crossfire so this hacker gets money and then Discord gets held accountable.
Discord has the guy that makes these videos blacklisted in their own agency, in their own company. Why does it highlight? Oh, it's this new UI shit. Dude, I'm gonna have a seizure from this. Anyway, as I was saying, I think this guy's got the wrong idea. He actually thinks, like, they're gonna do something about this. Yeah, it's like Roblox all over again. Whatever happened to the Roblox thing? Are they still getting sued by the state of Louisiana? I don't know, man. I haven't heard anything for a while.
It's completely ass backwards.
Predators
So yeah,
continue to get
anyways,
protected,
gamers,
I guess.
don't you just love the internet? Let's just go to the
No.
extreme. You should just go outside and talk to people and never go on social media. Anyways, that's all I got. Bye bye. I love you. Mwah.
Bye! You got ransomed into making a video. Every day is exhausting. I would hate to be a kid in this day and age. I have experienced grooming online. I have. Yeah, when I was a kid, like under 18. That's how you end stream. Bye! No V? Sorry. Where's my train of thought going? Right, I would hate to be a child in this day and age because it's a lot worse and a lot easier for predators to get a hold of you. Like, I played, like, kids games and I got groomed and stuff. That was not good. That was not fun. I think everybody has, or at least to some extent has been groomed when they were a kid. For sure. If you were exposed on the internet in that way. Yeah, look, on DeviantArt, I remember... I remember a long time ago, someone tried to get me on... What was that stupid app called? What was that app called that wasn't WhatsApp? It was like before that. Really? Getting groomed doesn't feel good? No, because I was confused, but... No, not Telegram. Kik, yes, K-I-K, yes. That was the one I installed, and I was getting groomed on that. I was highly sheltered as a kid, so I wasn't. Well, good for you. I mean, it has its pros and cons, I'm just saying. AIM? No, it was K-I-K, Kik, not the other Kik. Not the streaming Kik. What counts as grooming? Talking to a minor and coercing them to do non-child things. Does having a RuneScape girlfriend at 13 count as being groomed? Not necessarily. If it's another kid, I think that's different. If it's an adult, then yeah. But anyway, that was a good video. Yeah. I mean, not so great video. Not so great video. Let's do it. Ooh, Uncle Roger. I love this guy. Do we have ads soon? 17 minutes. Nah, we'll do it. We'll do it. I love this guy. He's very funny. Chad, how many of you guys have seen Uncle Roger? Is he a funny guy? He bullies Jamie Oliver. Fun fact, my brother hated Jamie Oliver before it was cool. I remember because he was really into being a chef because he thought that it would get him ladies. Мой брат очень ненавидел Jamie Oliver. Ненавидел, просто страшно. He would go on internet forums and go and fight people and talk to them about how much he hates him. Now he doesn't hate him that much because he got over it, but younger, yeah, he hated him. He thought he was a douchebag. Yeah. Baza, yeah. Since when is it cool to hate Jamie Oliver? I don't think I hate him. I just think that he's not a great chef, and I think that's an honest criticism. I don't think he's that good of a cook. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, let's watch it. Mr. Roger, Uncle Roger, forced to review Jamie Oliver's pho. Oh my god. Oh god! Oh no. Roger, no!
Who are you? What the hell is this?
What the hell, the 40,000 you owe us, Uncle Roger?
What 40,000? Your casino all rigged. You cheat me out of my money.
No, you just suck at baccarat. But today is your lucky day. My boss is very nice, man. You can either pay me all the money today, or you can watch another Jamie Oliver video.
No. I'm going to have the money. Just give me 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Today.
No, another Jamie Oliver week right now.
No.
I've got an incredible recipe to show you. It's a long and slow cook, so it's perfect to indulge.
I love pho, so I am really concerned with what he's gonna cook up. Chat, there's nothing wrong with British cooking, but Jamie Oliver takes it to another level.
At the weekend.
Guys, we're going to make pho, a classic French Vietnamese dish, which actually, faux pas, it should be called pho.
Correct, it's pronounced pho. Like, how is Jamie gonna fuck it up?
Fuck it up.
This dish is all about steaming beef broth. In Vietnam, chefs are famous.
Okay, this bowl don't look terrible,
it looks
but
okay.
that food stylist job. Let's see if the ingredient correct.
Those cuts of beef are way too thick. Dude, that's way too thick.
Let's see if the
I
ingredient
love
correct.
pho.
Come
I
alive
order
as
it when
the
I'm
boiling
sick.
broth is poured over them.
This is the key. Bones. The convenience of the stock cube is fine, but that ain't stock.
True.
Bone correct, but Jamie, I hope you wash it first. That look a bit dirty.
It's dirty as hell. Look at all that blood. You don't need that. You gotta
Have
boil
a
it.
conversation with your butcher about beef bones.
This has got marrow in it as well, so this is like a
Marrow's
super
good,
bone.
yeah.
Super bone. What the hell is super
Marrow is not super bone. What?
bone? This fur, not your Tinder bio.
Because this will just jellify and just fall out. We want to roast it. We want to develop and amp up that flavour.
Okay.
With a killer combo of Asian favourites.
Look, if you love
Sesame
Jamie,
oil.
that's fine.
Sesame
but
oil.
why are you adding sesame oil before you clean the bone? Chat, I'm not a master chef, but like, what the hell? You're actually misinformationing your audience. It's misleading.
He fucked up already, nephew Lone Shark. Sesame oil in pho.
Lone Shark.
Yeah, there no sesame oil in pho. Here we go again. Food terrorist Jamie.
With a killer combo of Asian
Food terrorist is so strong.
favourites.
And what is this killer combo of Asian favorite? Asia, not just one big country, Jamie.
Oh my god.
That like Uncle Roger going, oh, let's use...
I was gonna make a British colonization joke, but I think it writes itself.
killer combo
Zero,
of my
no.
favorite. Burger, hot dog, and baked bean. Mix them all together. Make one dish.
Cinnamon.
Gross!
Correct.
Star anise, cloves, and ginger.
Star anise, clove, ginger, okay.
No, you gotta wash the bone first. Look, I have Russian parents. They make borscht us all the time. You always clean your bones and your meat. You don't want that nasty blood bubbling up and getting scum on top of it. You gotta clean it. I think in most cultures you clean the meat, don't you? You boil it once and then you finish it and then you clean it.
Squash for
That's
what?
Yeah, you gotta wash
When
your
you
meat.
roast that, it tastes completely different than chopping it or slicing it.
No, it don't.
Okay, it's amazing.
Get these into an oven at 180 degrees Celsius
What?
or 350 Fahrenheit for a couple of hours.
Cup of out.
So what?
Wait, what?
Nephew Long Shot, you see this? He roasts the bone marrow. Couple of hours. Then all the bone marrow is just gonna dissolve and evaporate into oven. You want the bone marrow melting into broth to season it. You don't want to
True.
season your oven with bone marrow. You know how much
Пилкуши
bone marrow costs, Nephew Long Shot? It's expensive, you know?
Borscht is like a lot of labor. I'm not gonna lie. I never realized how much labor it was until my mom forced me to cook it. So, Alana lore drop. My mom didn't consider us ready to move out yet until we could cook borscht at least once by ourselves. Like, yeah, we could have guidance and like help, but we had to do it by ourselves for the most part. And my brother, because he's older, he's a few years older than me, he cooked it first. And I remember it was like a final exam, exactly. And you had to learn how to cook on your own. And my mom was really, really good at making it. My brother was okay. I obviously was the youngest and I didn't know how to cook yet. I had to learn how to cook it by myself. Yep. Before I moved out.
Very expensive.
Yeah? I can
Borscht
tell you
очень
can't even
вкусный.
afford bone marrow. Correct? You have to do this kind of job.
That's why we make you watch the video. Tell the people what wrong.
It's a lot of
You're
work
using
though. It
bone
takes
marrow,
hours.
but all you have left now is bone. The only way you can smell anything is if you stick your head into oven. Go ahead, go. Everybody want you to do that.
So what you get is the most amazing
Dude, it's all gone. Oh, it's all burnt.
smells.
What
And the spices are all burnt too.
amazing smell.
Bruh.
Let the marrow melt out. Let the spices toast. Let the fat render.
And let Jamie destroy your
Why would you want the fat to render out if you want the fat to be in the... This is what I mean. I actually don't think he knows how to cook or he's rage baiting.
hope and dream.
Let the flavor develop with caramelization and a kind of browning of bones.
And he also putting the cinnamon, the star anise in there.
Why?
The spice for fur, you just lightly roast to bring out
Yeah.
flavor. You don't just blast it in furnace. That broth
For a couple of hours too. That's gonna completely, like, it's gonna develop a bitter taste.
tastes terrible. You know what's gonna be more
Grits in
boring
there
than Jamie
browning?
Oliver broth?
Oh, come on.
Netflix's library of show.
Gordon Ramsay's a good chef. He knows what he's talking about most of the time. I've seen his sandwich, his grilled cheese sandwich. It's terrible, but for the most part, I think he's a good cook and he knows how to... He has the technique down.
Movie. That's why you need ExpressVPN.
Wait, what the hell?
Nephew Long Shot. Do you know Netflix hiding content from you based on where you live?
Really?
If you live in US, show like Attack on Titan, One Punch Man, Mad Men, all not on Netflix. Unless you change location to different country. This is how it works. VPN is app that let you change your IP address so it look like you in different
in
countries.
Russian
and
is
ExpressVPN
reklama.
is best VPN to do that. With over 105 different countries to choose from, you can unlock thousands of show and movie on Netflix without having to pay extra. It also great for accessing ton of great cooking show on BBC iPlayer. Celebrity MasterChef and Rick Stein's India are some of the show I watch. And
I love Rick Stein. Oh, he's awesome. He's super wholesome.
stream all for free
I
just
love
by
Rick
changing
Stein.
location to UK with ExpressVPN. Very easy to use. Just click one button to connect, and it's so
Video
fast it
of
never
Gordon's
slows down my
t-shirt.
streaming.
Oh, that
Fui,
dickhead.
yo.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
ExpressVPN also
about.
work on every device: TV, phone, laptop, tablet. Right now, go to expressvpn.com/Uncle Roger to get 4 extra months for free. If you're watching on YouTube, you can get your 4 free months by scanning QR code or clicking link in description.
Honestly, Uncle Roger, ExpressVPN more loyal to you than Auntie Esther.
Then we're going to add another layer of flavor to the story.
Oh, God.
We have a couple of beautiful lemongrass. And just give it a
Lemongrass
slap.
wrong for
Why are you adding that after? What the... Dude, I'm not Asian, but like, oh my lord, what's going on? It's like adding cabbage to stew when you're making the beef broth in a borscht.
I think Jamie just adding whatever Asian ingredient he wants.
Lemongrass. And just give it a slap to break it up. And get that in. Follow it up with 4 tablespoons.
And then
Spoons of soy sauce. 2 tablespoons.
No.
It's gonna burn.
Soy sauce in pho. Oh my god, that's the biggest mistake. Uncle Roger's so upset. I have to put my leg down in desert.
He always puts
Nephew
his
Long
leg
Shot, you
up.
happy now? Seeing Jamie do this to your food?
Dude, this is
People
torture.
need to see what he do today.
Why do you kidnap Jamie? Why you kidnap me?
Hiya.
Because Jamie don't gamble, man.
He gambles
Soy
with my
sauce in
life.
pho completely wrong. It like ketchup on carbonara. Flavor from pho come from the bone, come from spice, not from soy sauce.
And get that in. Follow it up with 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2
I
tablespoons.
wouldn't even add soy sauce to pho, like, after the fact. It's supposed to be already seasoned. What seasons a pho is the lime and the special... I don't know what it's called. It's like this brown sauce, and then there's a red sauce that they give you, and you can add as much as you want, and it spices it up and gives it saltiness. Like, I have an authentic pho place nearby, and it's great. Hoisin sauce? I don't know what it is. I just know that you put it in, and it's great. But you don't fucking add, like... You don't add soy sauce, man.
Of fish sauce. And
fish sauce, correct, but that's
Fish
too
sauce,
little.
yeah.
Bring that to the boil now, at least 2 hours. If it takes 3 or 4 hours and you keep topping it up with water, it's all good.
Look at that broth. Nephew Long Shot, look at this. Pho broth supposed to be clean and beautiful and clear. But this one dirtier than your browser history.
That's true.
You look like you support many OnlyFans people.
Only 74. Get back to work,
Nothing
man.
wrong with that. Yeah,
It's
we
all
love
good,
OF.
But you want to develop and extract as much flavor from those bones
Oh my god, that looks nasty, dude. What
as
the?
possible.
Ew.
After as many hours as you can give it, magic happens. Let's have a little taste.
Yeah, it looks like...
Heavenly.
Wow.
He tastes the soup, then he take 5 seconds before he say heavenly. Uncle Roger think he lying to people.
The depth of flavor, it makes you feel good. The broth is done.
What? No, your broth not done. Your broth... Pho broth supposed to be balance of flavor. Little bit salty, little bit sweet. But your pho broth just soy sauce and fish sauce, both salty. If your pho broth tastes like ocean, you fucked up.
Foolproof too. Now I'm slightly mixing it up because I'm using
Is
a
this
cut of meat
flank?
that I think is underloved. Skirt of beef. You have to
it's
cook
a
this.
skirt.
Why are you holding that stick?
It looks like dirty underwear, dude. No, not the meat itself. He's holding it up like a pair of, like, underwear. Your drawers, as they say in the South. Это трусы, он вот так показывает всем и говорит: вот вам мясочко, вот вкусно как, tasty. Yeah, I definitely want to be thinking about underwear. Да, очень хочется думать про трусы, как я ем вот это фа.
Like this.
What I'm going to do is
like top holding evidence.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to
Granny
get
panties.
into the pan here.
It's not
really
even a sexy
what you
underwear.
doing?
I'm also going to take an onion.
Beef
cut it-
for pho, you either cook with broth together, or you just plate at the end as garnish, then you pour broth over to cook
And
it.
look how thin the Vietnamese pho made by Uncle Roger and his friend. Look how thin that is.
Why you just randomly cooking beef in pan? It's not barbecue, don't grill steak.
I'm going to get into the pan
Yeah.
here. Really screaming hot pan. I'm
The
also
pan
gonna
screaming
take an
hot,
onion.
Uncle Roger screaming not.
I want to just scald it and char it.
Onion not gonna save you, Jimmy.
Brown it.
Dude,
I'm going to
what
cook it
the
medium rare blue.
What?
Onions, just bash them up, break them up. You don't need to cook them loads,
What?
okay? You want a little
Why?
bit of life left in them, but
What? Why?
that char, that smokiness, we do want.
Что за хуйня? Я вообще
This is
ничего не
traditionally served
понимаю.
with a little pickled garlic.
Garlic.
It's a lovely little condiment. That,
Correct,
you know,
but
think of it like
this
horseradish
not
sauce
gonna
in
save you.
roasted
This not gonna do any different.
With a pinch of salt and sugar and a splash of vinegar.
And then just a tiny little spoon.
Ah, Yeah, the only time I have garlic and onion and as a garnish on top is like this spicy stuff.
Will just be a little
pep, pickled armor.
What's that
this?
sound effect?
A little pep, a little pep.
Little pep, little pep.
Little pep.
A little pep.
Jamie loves
I don't know.
his
I'm
sound
not an
effect.
expert,
He
but
got
still.
Pep, and of course,
woo! Yeah! Boiling water, dissolve that salt and sugar, and there we go, guys.
Wow.
Most supermarkets sell white or brown rice noodles, and they
brown rice noodle. Roger, never hear.
What the hell is a brown rice noodle?
Nephew Lone Shark, brown rice noodle. Have you heard of this shit?
Never before.
Yeah, that like
I'm
some,
a white
some healthy
person, I
white
never heard of
people
that.
shit. Brown rice noodle. What next? Brown rice sushi.
and they just need soaking in boiling water.
Let's load up.
Oh yeah, load up.
I'm gonna slide.
Drop it in.
No. Beef too thick for fun.
Dude, it's
Come on,
so
guys. Look at
thick.
that.
You can't. Oh my lord,
And
man.
you can see how raw that is, but don't forget the broth is gonna cook
Nah.
Yes, the broth cook it. So why you cook it in pan?
Yeah,
Why?
you're not supposed to. It's weird.
Jamie, have you ever had pho before? You ever see this thick ass beef floating in pho? Have you ever eaten?
And it's not gonna cook through. That's the problem. If you're gonna make the argument of like, oh, we're gonna finish it off, this is way too thick. Слишком толсто, всё порезано.
Pho before?
Yeah.
Add some crunch with spring onions,
Gross.
chilies, bean sprouts.
Chili, bean sprouts,
Okay,
spring
that's
onion,
normal.
fine,
Yep.
fresh herb,
Coriander.
correct.
Yep.
That amazing garlic and
I've never seen
this,
that before.
This
I've
overall
never seen
disaster.
we go in with that fantastic
Oh
Oh
no.
my god, the broth looks like piss.
over the meat, and
Like
it will start to
cloudy
change
piss.
colour, and the herbs will infuse.
It's not gonna cook through.
That, my friends, is a beautiful thing. Look how the hot broth
It's not even
cooks that
cooked.
rareness.
Poke
out
what
of the
poke?
steak, but it's
You're not
be
gonna
really
find flavor in there.
and gorgeous.
Ah, yum. Вкусно,
This is a
нет?
really beautiful
Вам нравится или
therapeutic
нет?
dish
Do you like it, you
for this cold,
guys?
windy day.
Блять.
They're gonna love it.
You know it's not good because all it tastes is one strand of noodle and one little teaspoon of broth. Camera guy don't even need to yell cut. That's how you know the food bad. When
He lost too many juices from cutting it immediately after cooking. Yeah, that's actually a really good point too. I'm pretty sure he just cut into it straight away after taking it out. See, that's just like another little thing. It's like he's not really a chef in my eyes.
Uncle Roger eat good pho, you know
No.
Uncle Roger can't stop eating. Correct? Good pho, you sit down
Oh
on
my
a chair like
god,
this
I have
actually.
a pho place.
You know?
It's so good.
In Vietnam, you sit down, it's always small chair like this. You sit down, eat your pho,
True.
and then you finish the
I have a
whole
lot of
bowl in one
Vietnamese
sitting.
friends, they're super
Jamie,
nice.
the fact that he just eat one strand of noodle and just one sip
It's
of
not
broth,
good, man.
Uncle Roger knows that how you tell the food bad.
Oh, look at that, Jum.
Oh no.
Truly.
You feeding this to your friend? Uncle Roger not even gonna feed this to my enemy.
When I pour the broth over the meat, you're actually cooking it.
Yeah, look at that.
So you see that meat change, and then of course when it hits the herbs, it becomes almost like an infusion, like a cup of tea.
Look, I'm gonna say it. I don't think it's these people's fault. They've never had authentic pho probably in their life. They don't know any better, okay? Like, they're all like, wow, this is awesome. Like, they don't know.
And
It's a lack of
aromas are incredible. I
ignorance.
mean, it's just wonderful.
I mean, it's a lack of
What you
knowledge.
gonna think?
It's quite spicy.
Spicy?
That's not spicy. What?
Got spice?
This is definitely filmed in England for sure.
It's like one slice of chili. It's
The meat's
spicy.
great, lovely.
And the broth?
Really nice.
Nah.
The broth. I mean, the combo's great.
Look, it's
He asked how's the
matter.
broth, and the guy go, the broth? Oh, the combo, great.
The broth. I mean, the combo's great.
I
No
mean,
word for the
it's
broth,
food.
that means it's shit. The broth so dark and cloudy. And no meat flavor, no bone flavor in there. It just
Dude, my mom would beat my ass if the broth came out this cloudy.
sauce and fish sauce. Have you eaten pho before, Jamie? Have you even seen pho in real life? How about if Uncle Roger pay you to fly to Vietnam,
great.
fly you to Ho Chi Minh City? Okay, I
Ho
pay for your
Chi
flight.
Minh.
Just one-way ticket. So you stuck there for a while, learn how to make good pho. Uncle Roger defeated. Nephew Lone Shark, you happy now? I
Yeah.
reviewed this, you happy now?
Consider your debt settled, okay? Good, Roger.
Hey, wait. Let me go.
Hey, come back. Where'd she go? Poor Uncle Roger, right? Oh, ебать. Ужас какой. This is horrible. I love it. I broke apart.
Damn. You slowly squat down. Take your time with it. This is your moment. Yeah.
This is how you're gonna get laid the next time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You want me to feel scared.
Go watch another Jamie Oliver make fun video.
No, no, I give you money next week.
Right now or die.
Hey, you got it, you got it.
That's what the people need to see.
Why don't you kidnap Jamie instead? Why you kidnap me?
I had a lot of Vietnamese friends that played Lost Ark. They were so funny. Like one of the funniest people ever.
Let's do that
they were
again.
like fobs too.
Don't leave, stop, that my laptop, no. Finish. You take my laptop, my headphones and walk away. Okay? Leave the camera behind us.
That makes it funnier.
That's the loan shark. Somebody here, they're gonna save me. Help, help.
Help.
These the people coming to save me. Help.
Nobody saved you today.
These are random people. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's awesome. I freaking love it. We should watch more Uncle Roger videos. I love his stuff. He makes fun of people that deserve it. He made fun of Gordon Ramsay too when he made mistakes. Have you guys seen the awful grilled sandwich that Gordon Ramsay made? That was awful. With some nasty ass cheeses. Ugh. Yuck. Phew. Disgusting. Gordon Ramsay fucks thighs up bad. Again, at least Gordon Ramsay took criticism. I think that Jamie Oliver does not take criticism well because people started criticizing him way back in like 2012 and he did not like it. He got really upset and defended himself a lot, but like never directly like disproving them. Gordon Ramsay did a collab with Mr. Uncle Roger. Yeah, they like actually did a collab at one point, if I remember correctly. Like they sat down and did stuff together. He's an easy target because he doesn't defend himself. He's like, oh well, you don't know anything. You're just a dummy. He's gotten into public feuds. I'm pretty sure Gordon Ramsay has gotten into feuds with Jamie Oliver. Yeah. It was near the top, no? I don't remember. Gordon Ramsay calls out Uncle Roger. I've seen that one, I think. Not sure. There's a lot. Forced to review Jamie Oliver Indonesian salad. Eh. Oh. Ramsay is a dickhead? I don't think so. I think Gordon Ramsay plays it up a lot for the TV. I don't think that Gordon is that much of a dickhead. Oh, young man! Mwah! Yeah. Okay. All right, chat. I'm tired. Я устала. Давай пошли. Let's go. Let's go raid someone. Da-dum bum bum bum. Yeah, I'm thinking about it's about that time, chatter. It's time. Sandwich, Hanya, Camilla, Amiru. Hannah. Have we rated Hannah recently? Yeah, we have. Might rate her again, I don't know. I do Mia. We haven't rated Mia in a while. Mia's really nice. She's super nice. She hangs out on stream all the time. Alright, chat. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Спасибо большое, что вы тут приехали тут посмотреть мой стрим. Thank you. Oh my car crash tomorrow. We're working on it. Don't worry. Спасибо. Yeah. Americans remember, спасибо means thank you. Спасибо. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the subs, all the biddies, all the love, all the happiness. Can we have 3 car crashes tomorrow? I'm about to crash out on stream if you bring it up one more time. I'm telling you, man. I'm kidding, I'm not. I love you guys. Go take care of your Oshi. Go stretch your legs. Do your exercise. Don't be a fatty. Or be a fatty, I don't care. Go eat your McDonald's, fatso. I'm gonna go eat dinner. Yeah. We're gonna go raid Mia. Alright, thank you so much for everything. I will see you guys tomorrow as per usual. Please take care of yourself. Goodbye. До свидания. Пока. Пока, пока, пока.